Hi, welcome to Lena's Corner, where I talk about anything and everything and I answer any questions that anybody has. So today I would like to start out with my story of how I came to America. Shockingly, yes, I am not American. Not 100%. I do have citizenship. So when I was really young, I was actually born in Kazakhstan in the town called Kazakhstan. In this town, I was born to a woman who could not take care of me and who treated me horribly. I remember a few times where I'd be walking to my grandmother's house and, well, I'd crawl under trains and it was really fun. But the not so fun parts is when I had goals of going to school and I'd be locked up in the closet. So those were not the best of memories for me, but I do remember a few that were really, really good and that have shaped me as a person. One of those times is when my cousin or aunt, I don't know what to call her, but her and I would play underneath trains because trains would stop and we lived really close to them, so we were about like 5 minutes probably or less away from them, and we'd crawl under them to get to each other's houses. So that was really fun, and the trains would never be moving, so I did live on the dangerous side. That was about it. And I had a lot of good friends, and so we would play with each other, and it was a lot of fun. But I do remember a lot of bad memories that have helped me realize what kind of parent I do want to be and what kind of parent I don't want to be. And so those memories did really change who I am, and it has helped me realize to become a better person than what I was brought up as. I remember being abused a lot, and it's a sensitive subject for a lot of people. But when I was abused, it was hard. I cried a lot, and it did toughen me up, of course. So it's really hard for me to connect with people. So thank you for that. But I did meet a wonderful man that I'm now married to. So yay, look at my ring. It's so much fun. But to continue with the story before I get distracted, at the age of 6, I ran away from home to go to an orphanage. Now, at this time, they were investigating my case, trying to figure out what was wrong and why I had to come to the orphanage, because I could smell the breads, I could see the kids, they were happy, they were making friends, and they were having a great time, and that's what I wanted. And they came, and I stayed with the social worker for a couple of days, and they really helped me, and they investigated my case, and then they did take me to the orphanage in Kazakhstan, and that's where I made a lot of friends, and they really did talk to me, and they really helped me, and it was a lot of good memories. I don't really have any bad. They did treat us like we were military. We did do a lot of military workouts, but it was fun. It was great, and one of my funniest memories, I have a lot, but where I fell off a bunk bed, because we called it moonwalking, but it was actually sleepwalking, and everybody thought that I was moonwalking, but really I have a hard time sleeping in new places, so my body tries to wake me up, and I fell off the bunk bed, and I was on the top bunk, so it hurt. But it's okay. It was great. And after that orphanage, I was actually moved to the one in Akol, which was bigger and supposedly nicer. And that's where my family came, but it was a couple of years later that they came, and I was able to grow with a lot of people, and I'm friends with a lot of them still. Well, not a lot, but one of them, her name's Venera. And, well, I want to tell you mostly the story of how my parents came to Kazakhstan and adopted me. There's a lot of families that had come and gone from the orphanage, and they were adopting different children, and there's a family that was interested in me, but they never really did anything to come and adopt me, and they were really sweet, and they would send me gifts and everything, and I really appreciated it. And I would share with my friends, and so that was really good. But I remember I was playing outside, and it was amazing with my friends, and we were just having fun. And before my family had come to the orphanage, there was a woman who came in and talked about God and who he was, and I was really interested. Of course, it was in Orthodox teachings, but I had never heard about God, and I didn't necessarily believe. And so when this woman had taught us, I started feeling happy. It was like this happiness that you couldn't feel. I mean, you have happy when you're with your friends and with family, but then there's the happiness that you feel when the Holy Ghost is there. And that was the happiness that I was feeling. And I started praying to have a family adopt me. And you don't understand how hard it is to be praying for a family and having kids be adopted in and out of the orphanage all the time. And losing your friends, that was also really hard. That was one of the many trials of losing some friends that got adopted. But I was praying, and they had told us that a family was coming. We didn't know when. There wasn't any details. So like I was telling you, I was playing outside, and it was really fun. We were building snowmen because we had snow, because it's in Siberia, so we get snow early on sometimes. And we were just playing, and it was in October of 2006 when this happened. And my family came, and they're like, "Hey, Lena," that was my name at the time, "come inside. This family would like to talk to you." And this lady that was the caretaker that really cared about me and really knew how I was feeling told me, you know, you need to tell them your name, say it all in English to impress them, because I don't know, I think what they thought was that the more English we spoke, the better chance we had of being chosen to be adopted. I have no idea, guys. So when I went into the room and I saw my family, it was peace. That's what I felt when I saw them. And that was incredible. It was a great thing. And they chose me. And they chose to spend time with me. And of course, when I first introduced myself, it wasn't the smoothest. It was like, "I, Lena, I go to school," or something like that. My mom remembers it better. But so they adopted me, and of course there were some trials, and my birth mother tried to come in and tell them that they couldn't adopt me because she wanted me back, but she wasn't in the place that she needed to be. She had another daughter, and she wasn't taking care of her. So of course they took her away from her too. And now I don't know where she's at. So if you guys know anybody named Sasha Goncharova, maybe somewhere, that's about, let's see, she was born around when I was 10, so about 10 years younger. That's 14 or something, in Kazakhstan. Just let me know. But to continue on with the story, like I said, I get sidetracked a lot. But to continue with the story, I came to America.